We are back at you folks. Now, once again, it's 4 Scoundrels in a Cantina. Here we go. It's a new night. It's a Friday. Our compatriot Bob was on a much-needed family vacation, so we just said, screw it, we'll go to Friday. But the week did not disappoint. Holy shit, we have a lot of news to go through. Once again, Old Man Logan 76, here I'm at, but we also, let's go around the panel. Everybody say hello. What is going on?
I'm Bones 88, aka Bob. What's up, y'all?
Devon Doc's here. What's up, everybody?
Skull, y'all. It's BigCountryMags.
Big Country. So, Bob, how was your vacay? Was that good for you? Was that fun?
Absolutely amazing, man. Got to see all my nephews, my mom, all my kids, and everyone. Very rarely get together and get to do things together. And I don't know if you guys have heard of St. Augustine. It's the oldest city in the entire U.S. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of other just unique things. Everyone needs to go see it at least once.
Fountain of Youth and Scientology are there.
Scientology? I know what the Fountain of Youth. I didn't know about Scientology.
We don't talk about that.
Every time I hear about
That's the real reason I was there, but I didn't really want to say that on stream. Anyways, so yeah, beautiful place. We had a condo on the beach, so we literally had a pool and could walk 100 feet to the beach. So it was really cool. Got to do it for a week, so I much needed. So I was pretty happy about it. What about you guys? How was y'all's week?
It was another week of work. Busy, lots of news, lots of stuff going on in game. Just kind of looking forward to tonight and getting into this. We're gonna try to do an improv with some thrift shopping, but we don't know. There's a lot of shit to go over. So, Avant, what about you? How was your week?
Busy week for me, busy work week, but I took a rare day off on Monday, and I have a 4-day weekend, so I'm pretty hyped about that.
Hey, are you having a brew tonight with us?
Having a nice bourbon here.
What about you guys? Mags, what are you drinking on?
I am drinking on. I've got this Havoc sour cherry mead.
All right, you have the most unique ones every time. I like that. Old man, what you drinking on, man? The usual?
No, I actually had a stomach ailment for a couple days this week, so I'm actually drinking Coke Zero, and that's it. I'm sober this evening.
All right. So we won't be having much rage.
Got a whole 4th of July weekend to go through. I'm not. No.
Yep. Save the liver for one more day.
Yeah.
Mags, what up, man? How was your week?
I was doing lunch streams with Ranger as usual. We actually had I had a really great Tuesday night when we were doing SWTOR with the boys. Actually got up to a level 4 hype train that I almost made it to level 5.
Nice, man.
It was really. It's been a long time since I had a hype train on my channel, and
yeah,
it was a good fun night. Yeah.
It feels good because I've only had one, and I'll always remember that night. So yep, it is always very memorable. Also, with that, I want to say we hit a milestone off stream. Because what did we have, guys? Like 40, maybe 3 or something. But we're up to 54 followers now. So we are officially affiliated or something like that. One of the steps. So that's nice. So if you guys
we have a new motto for new subscribers. It's called, or subscribers or followers, hit the fucking button.
Just hit the goddamn button, guys. Come on.
No, literally just hit the fucking button.
It's not that hard.
Thank everybody for the support. If you don't follow us already, it's easy to do that. It doesn't cost you anything. Just hit that follow button. It helps us out a lot.
We're an assholes, but we still love you guys. Just hit the fucking button.
So let's dive in, guys. Holy shit, we got a lot to do. So Bob wants to take kit reading point tonight. So let's go. Jedi Knight Cal Kestis.
Send it.
All right, I'm pulling it up here.
And Bob, you said you thought this kit was a little confusing.
Yeah, I was on vacation. I didn't have time. I was very excited, but it just started getting so crazy, and I just know how they get. And I started scrolling down, and I just started seeing, like, my goodness.
Wait, we got 2 kits today because we also got to go over Rex's too because Bob hasn't seen Rex.
No, we did. We went over last week.
Did Rex
Did we
last
go? Was that last
Yeah.
week? I thought it was this week that he got. Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah, we did it last show. Can you guys see it on stream though? Fine. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, light side attacker, leader Jedi. I'm not gonna get into key attributes. We'll figure all that out here in a second. So his basic, less civilized age. Deal physical damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs on them. I like that. You guys like that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's creamy.
If it is Jedi Knight Cal Kestis' turn, unblock Whirlwind Slam, Windmill defense, Impetuous Assault for 1 turn, then Jedi Knight Cal Kestis gains a bonus turn. I like that. During this bonus turn, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis ignores taunt effects and may only use Whirlwind Slam, Windmill Defense, and Impetuous Assault. My goodness. Say all that 4 times. Alright, so we'll figure out what those are here in a minute.
All right, keep reading the kit. We'll explain it to you.
Special 1, Whirlwind Slam, and it has an Omicron. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis doesn't have configuration double-bladed, he loses his configuration and gains configuration double-bladed for the rest of battle and 5 stacks of Impetuous, max of 30 until the end of the encounter. Deal physical damage and inflict speed down for 2 turns on all enemies. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis didn't have configuration double-bladed at the start of his turn, all allies gain advantage for 4 turns, stun target enemy for 1 turn, and inflict them with armor shred for the rest of the encounter. Daze all other enemies for 2 turns.
Oof.
So no matter, I don't know how this is happening, but it's happening. That's all I need to know. Configuration double-bladed, plus 50% offense and tenacity, plus 2 speed per stack of Impetuous. While in territory battles, the next time Jedi Knight Cal Kestis uses Windmill Defense, he recovers 50% health and protection and gives all allies protection up 20% stacking for 2 turns for each of use of Whirlwind Slam since the last use of Windmill Defense. If Jedi Knight... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's pretty dirty in territory battle, which is the one thing you really need in Rise of the Empires. You need teams with durability to get through those battles.
Those purge troopers.
Yeah, those things suck.
Yeah, I hate those nodes. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis didn't have configuration double-bladed at the start of his turn, instead, all allies gain advantage for 4 turns, stun all enemies for 1 turn, and inflict them with armor shred for the rest of the encounter. So, sum up what's going on there.
So,
go ahead.
His configurations, Bones, you got to think of them like the defensive stance, like CLS when he changes the stance.
Right.
That's what that is.
Okay.
And it all depends on which special he uses. So his specials don't unlock. You have to use a basic first, because all 3 specials are locked until you use a basic. Once you use the basic, then you get the bonus turn. Then you get to choose which special you use between the double bladed or the defensive one.
Interesting.
Right. We're about to read the defensive one right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's different stances, but it all depends on which ability you're using.
Which is fun. It'll make him versatile, right? For whatever.
What's
going on?
It's crazy. When you get into it.
All right. Windmill defense. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis doesn't have configuration dual wield at the start of the turn, he loses his configuration and gains configuration dual wield for the rest of battle and 5 stacks of Impetuous, max 30 until the end of the encounter. Dispel all debuffs on all allies and call target other ally to assist. Jedi Knight Cal Kestis gains protection up, 50% stacking for 4 turns which can't be copied. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis didn't have configuration dual wield at the start of his turn, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis gains riposte?
That's so dirty.
Riposte? I'm going to say riposte. For 2 turns.
Repost.
Okay, so if Cal gains riposte for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented, Jedi allies gain protection up, 20% stacking, and retribution for 2 turns. Target other Jedi ally gains a bonus turn. Configuration dual wield, plus 100% counter chance and 50% defense. Enemies have negative 2% offense per stack of Impetuous. When another ally attacks out of turn, this character is called to assist limit once per turn. So sum up what's going on here. Just another defensive stance.
So the defensive stance is pretty wicked because the riposte hits under protection if I remember correctly,
That's
and
right.
since he's got counter chance, if he gets hit, he's going to hit back under protection.
And his base, so if they have any buffs, they're immediately getting dispelled.
Yeah, and he strips their buffs on his basic because it's a basic strike. And then if another Jedi uses an ability on his team, he assists, dealing basic strike. But if he's got riposte, he's going to hit him right at health.
And then you got to also consider that a lot of the time you're going to be using this team with Jedi Master Luke, and Jedi allies gain protection off 20% stacking and retribution for 2 turns. That just
So he's going to
Jedi ally gains a bonus turn. I mean, this is just this.
Is this the lifter unit for JML, I guess?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it's ridiculous. But he has potential underneath other people too.
He does.
Yeah.
He's actually
Throw him under a JKR.
And remember, guys, Gear 12 requirements. That's massive. I don't understand that because they don't like to do that for you. All right, let's move on.
I'm not getting first time.
Still pretty cool, though. Like, beginners can get him rather soon. Okay, so Special 3, Impetuous Assault, Zeta/Omicron. If Jedi Knight Cal Kestis didn't have configuration crossguard at the start of the turn, he loses his configuration and gains configuration crossguard for the rest of battle and loses 5 stacks of Impetuous. The first time Impetuous Assault is used this encounter, instantly defeat target enemy. Boom! That is never a bad thing. Ever.
No.
Deal physical damage to target enemy. Inflict target enemy with ability block and stagger for 1 turn and inflict all enemies with force influence for 4 turns. All other allies gain defensive penetration up for 2 turns. What does force influence do? Do you guys know?
It's the ability that Kyle Katarn has. I believe it stops you from gaining bonus turn meter.
Whoa.
And then, I mean,
It's kind of like Daze, but it's a blue status effect, so you can't clear it.
Sweet. Okay, well, I'm probably going to be going for this guy sooner rather than later. Anyways, moving on.
I will look that up and confirm while you're reading.
Okay. So what Configuration Crossguard does is plus 50% crit damage, defense penetration, negative 25% defense and speed. Is that for him? So he loses defense and speed? Okay.
for him.
Deals an additional 25% of this character's max health as damage when attacking. That sounds cool. I'm down.
No, he's just going to be cutting people down, basically.
Yeah, he does. And basically that's kind of like Grievous's health or Grievous's kit, right? He does damage based off of his max health.
Right. Okay.
So force influence.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Can't assist, counterattack, or gain buffs.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That's on the enemy team, yeah.
He does
And
it
then-
all.
Raid bosses in Galactic Legends are 30%, minus 30% counter chance.
Okay.
So his Omicron in territory battles, which I'm sure we're all just dying to hear, right? Impetuous Assault deals an additional 10% of the target's maximum health per Jedi Knight Cal Kestis Relic Amplifier level. After Impetuous Assault is used, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis attacks ignore protection, and all allies gain 300% of Jedi Knight Cal Kestis' base offense for the rest of the battle. Ooh,
Wow.
that's a good one, though. I might.
He's a souped up Qui-Gon at that point in territory battles.
That might be fun, though, because those are tough. So you're still going to get use out of it, but I don't know. It might still be a waste.
One more. We'll get to the top.
Just wait. There's more.
And it also says this ability can't be used unless Cal has 30 stacks of Impetuous. I'm just going to say Cal because I don't want to keep reading that out. So he has a leadership, and it has an Omicron. It's called Weight of the Galaxy. Jedi allies gain 50% defense, counter chance, and offense. The Omicron, while in TB, at the start of battle, allies gain 100% max health and max protection, and 300% of Cal's defense. At the start of each encounter, allies get 25% turn meter and frenzy for 2 turns. Defeated enemies can't be revived. Stacks of Impetuous persist across counters.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Couldn't they put that shit in GAC?
Oh, could you imagine how broken that would be in GAC?
Oh, he's already going to be pretty broken and gagged.
Yeah, but with those Omicrons, he would be ridiculous.
Is it worth applying to it when someday you're going to overcome it anyways? Because really, is it worth the 200,000 points? That's all you're going to get.
The question is, it depends where your guild is at.
No.
Yeah.
But looking at him, to be honest, I don't think any of his omnis are required for him.
But his leadership looks to be pretty amazing.
What if?
Yeah.
What if these Omicrons are required to even do anything in the new node, though? That'll be interesting to see.
All right, but
we have this territory battle to see if this Cal and Sir Junda will beat that special mission to get people to Zepho, and if you need the Omicron or not.
Yep.
So stay tuned.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, I'm looking for. I mean, I think 5 or 6 people in my guild so far have unlocked them. So.
I mean, if CG is smart on their end, they have to make content where you have to apply a territory battle, Omicron, or else they know no one's ever going to do that because it's just not that much value.
Right now, territory battle Omicrons is a hard sell for me. It really is.
It is for everybody. So
all right, what's the next one?
All right, so his first unique, Jedi Survivor, it has a Zeta. Cal is immune to ability block, fear, and stun. Always good. When another Jedi ally attacks out of turn, Cal recovers 10% health. Okay. Jedi allies are immune to cooldown manipulation from enemies. Mm-hmm. Nice. When a Jedi ally is inflicted with fear, they gain damage immunity for 1 turn and 60% turn meter. Whenever Jedi Knight Cal gains a configuration, he gains 5 stacks of Impetuous, max 30, until the end of the encounter. Impetuous gives you plus 1% offense, negative 1% defense, and abilities have additional effects.
Similar to Ferocity with Sith Empire.
Yep.
More offense, less defense.
Sith Empire, and that's going to be a rough team for Treya to deal with, too.
So what do you guys think? What is the stance you'll probably use the most? Is there one that stood out more than?
It's gonna rotate.
Yeah.
You probably want to use you're gonna want to use the crossguard first, and then as you build up your stacks of Impetuous, then you're gonna want to flip over to you're gonna want to use double bladed first to daze everybody. Then you're gonna want to swap over to crossguard as you get up towards 30. And once you hit that, then you have an instant defeat.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner was somewhere around the 4th turns when you get it.
Yeah, you're basically charging. It's instead of like Cats Annihilate, where she gets it on the first time she uses it. Cal, you kind of have to build up, and then you get to choose who you annihilate.
Yeah,
it's wicked, and the whole time he's going to be a system.
Hey fellas, real quick, I haven't even seen the chat. So 3 Bros, our fellow guildmate, came by. He's the first time chat here at the 3 Scoundrels. What's up, buddy? Drew finally got to check out our show live. So welcome, brother. Good to have you here.
Yeah, someone poured Drew a drink, huh?
Yep. Have one up for Drew. And everyone else who is here, whether it's your first time or not, welcome. Hope all is well your guys' way.
Drew.
Also, hit follow, subscribe, like, whatever. What do we say? What is the thing now?
Push the fucking button.
Yeah, we're gonna say that like a lot now, so just be ready.
It's down there. Push the button. It's down there somewhere.
It's right there for the taking. Just hit the fucking button.
It's right there.
I don't know.
Oh no, it's over there.
Do I need to do more of this today? Or wait, I'm not punching the right way.
You got it.
Now we're punching down.
Now put your arm as with mine, and I'll make it look like you punched me. Okay. Anyways, what's next on the? So yeah. Anyways, what do you guys think of Cal? Are you excited?
Well,
how far are you from him?
I'm very excited. How far is everybody? Feasibly, how far is everybody from him? And let's go around the room. How far would, if you were to start now? How far off would you be? And is this something you're even looking at right now, or is this a project for later?
All things considered, where I stopped at, I would probably say I'd finish off job and then go hard on Cal because he's no, I don't think he's permanent yet. But I would go hard on Cal just like a Star Killer. He's a good step in between GLs, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah,
Wow.
where we're at, all four of us, if you're above 7 million, 6 million, this is such an easy chase. It's just easy. It's literally just when you want to get him, to be honest. I mean, if I see what he's doing now, now I've read his kit, I kind of moved him up from what I thought he was going to be worse. So I kind of moved him up in my priorities right now. Probably get my Inquisitors done. I already have Jabba. I'm going to be getting Leviathan probably second time around. So yeah, why not? He seems insane. And if he's going to do that much for your roster, I think I'm in.
I think for, like, if you think about TB, if your guild needs you to have him to get Zepho, it makes sense for you to, like, push really hard. If not, then I think you just farm the shards to get to his event, like, at an appropriate speed. Like, I wouldn't dump tons and tons of crystals into getting the shards unless it's like you've got nothing else to farm, because you need 30 people to beat the mission in Braca to get to Zepho. So the extra rewards, you need 30 people in your guild to have Jedi Cal. Otherwise, you're unlocking Cal for your roster. So if you're thinking about your guild, that's how I would look at it. If you're thinking about yourself, then it depends where you're at. I mean, personally, I'm farming each of the characters with 25 and 50 crystal refreshes every day. And I'll have them unlocked probably the next time around if they bring the event around in 3 months.
And it's not hard to take him to gear 12 and then boom.
Or CG does the Inquisitor cadence and they don't bring him around for 6 months and pisses everyone off.
And that's a really good point, and that's kind of where I'm at a weird standstill of my game. Like this I mean, it really even shouldn't be a decision. It's right there. Two of the 5 characters required, I've already gotten relics. I just got to do 3. But I am so fucking paranoid of what this potential next legend can be that I mean, I'm gonna do the shards anyway. So yeah, I think Cal's gonna be next, and then I just got to keep prepping for the legend news. I'm ready for Leviathan. Like, where is it? I'm pretty sure road ahead. I'm thinking.
I'll eat my hat. I said it would be here this week. It's not here.
Oh, you did say that too.
I'm thinking next week or the week after. They're going to give it a few weeks in between.
I think you're right. I think it's going to be a couple weeks because I don't know. I think they want to let this stuff settle before they bring the next like big thing in, right?
Well, you still need a couple of the ships to be farmable, or what is it? You still need the last ship to be farmable, and it's not farmable.
Yeah. You need
once they hit nodes, then it'll be
the
like
Sith Empire Troopers ship to go to like shipments. Not necessarily a node, but they put it in shipments first.
Right. It's got to be somewhat farmable, and it's not farmable yet. So.
Correct.
And as for what you said, Yvonne, yeah, if they run the Inquisitor cadence, yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it second time. That wouldn't even be a question.
But like me, I've been farming the characters at 25 and 50 refreshes, and my current I have Cal already, like the regular Cal. He's at relic level, and then I have Seer Junda 36 out of 100. Saul Guerrera 22 out of 85, Tarful 39 out of 85, Marin 10 out of 85. So like I still have a ways to go, but like I'm not pressed. Like I'm farming their shards and I'm slow gearing them up because they take some Chirotechs.
Yeah, they do. I think that's really my only concern with Cal is this going to be 3 months, or is this going to be another Inquisitor thing?
Hopefully 3. We'll see. But CG did throw us a bone, and they all only need to be gear 12, which is very nice.
Out of I think Bob, you had mentioned this earlier. Out of the 5 that are in there, seeing as I only need them at gear 12, if you intend on putting any of the 5 to relics, who would it be?
Cal, Seer. I mean, most of them. I'm so sad that Saw, I guess not Saw. I'm sad that he's not even talked about in this game. Can you believe that? Like, I guess he sucks, right? Do you guys hear anything different?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything awesome about him, but
No, it's kind of like the dad bod boba.
I really want Marin at Relic 7.
Yeah, so pretty much all of them that Saw.
I want her at Relic 7, and I want her Datacron, and I want to beat Jabba.
Yeah, my in 3v3s, my Seer team gets decent holds from time to time. So
Seer, Cal, and Fulcrum is scary.
Well, no, the team I was actually running, it's a little off topic. But
you run crew, don't you?
Yeah, it's Seer, Crew, and Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum.
Yeah,
Why?
Scary team.
Why? What's so good about it? 'Cause that just sounds like a crazy team. I don't know. I know nothing about it.
They're unaligned Force users, which is what Seer's lead is.
Yeah.
And if you have a good Datacron with unaligned Force user synergy, it's really scary.
Or the one cron I had that's like 250 some odd crit damage.
Oh yeah, that one.
And Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum just eliminates someone pretty much out of the gate.
Oh yeah.
So I put Job on defense with my level 9 Datacron. That was for Bastila Shan that you guys told me to do. So we're gonna see how it works. If he gets a hold, I'll commend you guys. If not, damn you bastards.
So yeah, that's Cal Kestis. Yeah, I'd say it's. I mean, yeah, the characters aren't obviously accelerated, but yeah, this is pretty. I would say kind of free to play friendly. They only have to be gear 12. They're not any crazy relic requirements on any of them. So
No, this is very much, like I said, like a Star Killer type level of character, and has that much more impact.
Impactful. That's a good way to describe him.
Yeah, I mean, Star Killer has a nice impact, but you have to have a specific team built around him. Whereas Cal, you can just throw him in with Jedi. I mean, Jedi Master Luke, I mean, I'm sure he'd work under Kenobi. Any Jedi, really. I mean, I'm just waiting to see what he's going to do under like a JKR lead. But
so Bones brought that up in just like a side chat earlier, is like, how crazy would it be with JMK, Cat, and Cal? Like 2 insta kills.
Yeah,
and Rex.
I think the problem with that though isn't it Kenobi's lead has to be Old Republic, and Cal is not an Old Republic.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's why he works better under Master Luke versus.
No, I was talking OG Rex, because Rex annihilates.
OG Rex. Is that what you said?
Yeah, and no one ever talks about this, but I had to do it because I gave my cat in rote, and for the first time I had JMK, Padme, 501st, OG Rex, and he just kept annihilating people. So at the very least in PvE, but why don't I hear about that more in PvP or anything? Because you could potentially have several people annihilating. You have Cat, you could have Rex on there.
I think it's very situationally specific, so it's hard to also separate your 501st away from the other 501st.
Yeah. Sometimes I only put them with shocks though, so sometimes I wonder if it'd be I don't know. I'm just surprised I never hear about anyone doing that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, it's a good use, but I think it's the other teams are so solid that people don't break teams up. Right?
Well, I mean, I've never recommended this to people, but like, if you guys have JMK but no Cat, put Rex in there. I mean, you just give him and it resets all his cooldowns. He's constantly annihilating, and he's feeding turn meter. So I never once thought about doing that.
So we also, not only do we have the new the new Cal kit, but Conquest ended. And some of us got a ship, and some of us unfortunately did not. So who got the ship and who didn't?
I did. I unlocked it.
I did not.
Bob, how far off are you from it?
I always get the fourth to the last box, so I'm probably halfway there. I'm probably around 150, 160, maybe 170. Because I always buy the shards with the, where there's those little nodes where you can buy the shards here and there. I do this every conquest, and if I want the character, as soon as it's available somewhere else, I'll start. What is the next step where you buy it for 5 shards for 600 crystals? Correct. I think
it's that.
Yeah, I think that's the next. I mean, okay, the next step is honestly, you're gonna get less shards of it in the next few conquests. So it might be putting me back till the third time around, just because of having to wait for it to be farmable. But
what's it gonna take you to get a red crate bones?
I said that to him before we went on air. I'm gonna get him to.
I guess you guys are gonna have to every day sit down with me at night on stream and walk me through it. Because I just don't understand.
Take your account the way Celiac Sarah takes Zareth's account and just play your conquest.
Dude, if you are willing to do it, you are more than welcome.
All right. Speaking of conquest, what do you guys feel about the simming?
Love it.
And how it's absolutely free to sim it.
Oh my god, that is going to shave so much time.
I know that we're going to talk about the like title update in another segment, but
this kind of segued into it. That's why I brought it up. It's just
CG did a really good job this title update with a lot of good quality of life stuff. Like, can we just take a moment to say thank you?
Yeah, I'm impressed. CG has actually done something. The free ticket thing was completely off everybody's radar, because this is probably the nicest thing they've done for us, the community, in years.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still going to have to grind.
Oh, yeah. But
you're still going to have to grind the feats, but like when you're just farming the Datacron stuff, you can just sim it, and that will save me minutes and minutes that lead to hours during the week.
Logan, were you saying something? Was there something you were going to say?
Nope.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead, Max.
It just goes into, you're not going to get any feats because you have to have the team specifically to get the kill X amount of people with X fleets. And if you sim it, they don't obviously do it. It just gives you the rewards, right?
Right.
So, yeah, you won't be getting any feats or any tickets or anything through the course of it. But when it comes to that bonus event where you're going to grind for the Datacron material or the Datacrons themselves, and being that they're not charging for it as free to play, that blows my mind. Because I was expecting it to be with either the $5 or the $10 pass, right?
And I am totally cool with that. And yeah, I am going to tip my cap to CG. That is a great addition. The fact that it's not going to, I mean, it's going to cost you energy, but it doesn't cost stamina. That's huge.
That's it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. No stamina.
Yeah, so chat is bringing up a good point, is that this may get people to actually refresh energy and actually engage in farming Datacron materials.
Yep.
And maybe people will be less resistant to Datacrons because you don't have to auto battles. You can sim it and get the materials.
Yeah. And on top of that too, speaking of Datacrons now, this set I'm actually kind of impressed with, even though I don't like Datacrons, but you're not required the level 9s. These things fire off at level 3.
You just have to try a little bit.
Yeah, now it's just try a little bit. I was getting 3s all the time. I just didn't have the materials to go up beyond that. But now all the good ones are right at level 3. You don't have to go any farther.
I put most of mine to level 5 just for those extra 2 secondaries, just for those little extra bumps.
But the majority of them, you just have to get the 3, which opens up a lot of teams that can use them for 1.
It does.
Because you don't have to have the really high relics.
You don't.
And for 2, it's just it gives you more options, right? the more datacrons you get, and now you can sim them, and all you're using is energy. You're not using stamina. You're not using anything else. It's just the energy to farm those datacrons. And if you can only get, and as a person that would only ever get through maybe 1 or 2 on Conquest because I just didn't have the time or didn't have the energy to do it. If I could just get through, the first core and then just sit on that datacron node and just farm datacrons, that's a bonus in and of itself.
I mean, at this point, you just hit you tap the button to get 120 energy. You go to the node, you tap the button, and you sim it 6 times, and you get the rewards just dumped into your inbox. That's amazing.
Yeah, instantaneous.
It's going to take you 10 seconds instead of 10 minutes.
They're making it hard for you not to use them. Is what they're doing.
Real quick though, I wanted to kind of do a quick U-turn and head back to Conquest real quick. Crafting Wave brought up an interesting point. Phoenix Feet is likely for this next one.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
Definitely going to be. Now, if we start seeing a lot more Phoenix stuff, I think that's definitely going to probably lead us in that direction, at least an idea of where the next legend is headed. But I did want to bring up the thing about the that Sith ship. Damn, I don't know what you guys have heard, but that thing already without the Leviathan is putting in some work. What do we know? Well, what do we think? What do we know? And man, if it's doing this now, is this Leviathan just going to be over the top, just ridiculous?
I think
so. Of course it will be.
Yep.
I also think so.
It's going to be another Executor or another Profundity when it comes out. It's going to beat everything. Because it's going to take us a while to figure out what beats it.
Because under a Tarkin lead, you have Malgus' ship with the Imperial shuttle and the Marauders bomber. And once you bring in the TIE bomber, it's pretty much over, and that's beating Profundity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
the Defender and the Interceptor in and of themselves makes any Imperial fleet just brutal.
And the durability of those ships is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's very exciting.
Yeah, I'm chomping at the bit. I know Cal Kestis, he's great. He is, but my thinking is, as great as he is, and he's going to lead Jedi Master Luke to new heights and badassery. Dude, how many GACs are won and lost in the air?
Yeah, how many people are going to be mad that they don't have Leviathan and they lose their GAC because they can't clear ships?
But even in GAC right now, if a Tarkin lead is doing this with those ships, already it's. And you've already been given a weapon in GAC now, but once that Leviathan hits, that is just going to be.
Yeah, I think it's going to decimate all. And I remember when they first even mentioned it, when they confirmed it, it said it was going to be made to, like, in capital letters, I felt like dominate or decimate or something like that. So I have no doubt that it's just going to be crazy. And it may not be able to be beat. Maybe they're going to have to sell us the counter. I don't know.
And we have no idea what kind of buffs Revan is going to give these.
Yeah.
None. We don't fucking kit yet.
And they're already relicked out the ass as it is. So.
All right. Oh, that was it. I want to just hit up on that ship. So Leviathan's coming. Believe me, folks, when that hits, I will be way into reading that kit. So, by the way, everybody, hit the fucking button.
Yep.
So, do you want to take just like a hot second here to talk about, since Conquest is over, what do we think the next Conquest character will be?
Sure. But hey guys, real quick before we start, I want to say a few things for the chat. AC 13 is a first time chatter here, and they said for me it'll mean that talking refreshing nodes in Conquest. Actually refresh and farm datacrons. I always mean to, but never refresh because it's so tedious, and clearing the zones in week 1 is so draining. Yeah, I agree. It takes like 45 minutes a day for me to get everything. Also, Drew says I need to maybe if I have the time, stream it maybe on this channel, Conquest, and maybe people can help me get through it. I want to. I think it'll be a great victory because I've never done it.
What? The next time Conquest hits, let's help Bob out day 1.
Okay.
let's get Bob, because I honestly believe conquests are, you either incredibly successful or you struggle, depending on the damn data discs.
Okay, I'm lucky
If
when it
you're-
comes to
Yes.
those.
Depending on the disc set that comes out for that corresponding conquest, you look at them and then you kind of decide what kind of build you want. Like,
So
like the
there are
last
certain
build
discs.
was, yeah. I
There are
had
certain ones that are like really good, right? Like Sarah talks about this.
Mhm.
Zealous Ambition. I have
Amplify
never
Agony.
had. I've never had this happen. This last conquest, I went through the entire conquest and did not get a single Zealous Ambition disc.
Really?
Not a single one. It was so hard. Like some of the feats were so much harder.
Yeah, I got the typical ones for this past conquest for the build that I was doing. It was a Zealous Ambition, Amplify Agony, a Ruthless Swiftness, 2 Ruthless Offenses, and you just decimate everything.
I got all the way through Sector 3 and I didn't have one. And I was like kind of rooting for me to not get one so that I could say that I didn't because of how ridiculous it was. And I literally got to the end of 5 and I was like, oh my God, I did not get a single Zealous Ambition disc. It kind of blew my mind.
Mm.
Yeah, depending on the character, the support on Zealous Ambition is just ridiculous.
It really stopped my my sortie squad because sortie is a support and she just destroys people with that disc, and I was really sad I couldn't use it.
Yeah, as for the next tune, man, I don't.
I have
think the only thing I can say is
hypothetical guess.
I can rule out it's going to be a ship.
It's definitely not going to be a ship. If I had to bet, I think it's going to be Crosshair. There was a data mine with Bad Batch packs and all the speculation about GL Leia incoming. Bad Batch just does not fit into like the requirements for GL Leia. And so I'm thinking, why in the hell would CG want people to work on their Bad Batch? And I think it's because Crosshair could be coming to lift Bad Batch up.
Well, I mean, to me, there's already incentive to work on Bad Batch. It's, if you're ready for the gear hog that is Lord Vader, then that's a no-brainer. But
yeah,
I mean,
and then the other thought is like another lifter unit, right?
Do you feel Bad Batch needs one though? I mean, if they're modded right and relic right, they do what you want them to do.
Right, but I think that like how CG is, they drop something in that's really awesome, and then they drop the counter, and then they drop in the thing that counters that, right? So everyone used to use Bad Batch to counter things like Grievous, but maybe they'll drop in they'll drop in Crosshair to be like a TW counter for something. I don't know.
Somebody better than Omega, Craftingway said.
My level 85 gear 8 Omega, or as the Aussies pronounce it, Omega.
I don't know. I feel like Bad Batch is, to me, they're still really reliable tune. There's certain teams that they just can really deal with in GAC when you look at the board and go, oh yeah, I can definitely Bad Batch that.
Drew brings up a good point in chat. Drew says we still need Darkside 501st, Shock Troopers, Kenobi clones, as in like I think he's talking about the Commander Cody 212th maybe.
Right. Oh, okay.
But also another option, we could have like a lifter for C, Admiral Pride,
possibly.
Or everyone thought JML needed a lifter, but now Jedi Cal is here, so
C needs a lifter, but he still has he's such a niche GL. Like if you really need something just zap to death, you can just zap it.
Yep. I mean,
it's like one of those. It's like when you're at like a lake house somewhere in the Adirondacks up here in upstate New York, and you've got one of those lights that attracts bugs, and the second they touch it, it zaps their asses. It's just like that.
yep. I hate going up against him. It's hard to clean up against a C.
As dumb as the sequel trilogy was, it was really cool that C just like leaned back and put his arms up in the air and force lightninged an entire rebel fleet out of the sky and brought them down towards the ground. That was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did quite enjoy that.
I'm not gonna make a comment. I don't want to give those any credit.
So, all right, folks. We also had some fleet management. So as we go on with CG and what they did in this title update, we covered the conquest thing. That's awesome. Now it's finally here. Fleet management. What does everybody think about this?
Impressive. Most impressive.
It's about time.
About damn time.
Yeah, it's about time. I love the fact that you can set up your fleets and what are there. On top of that, I like the visual cues on you can see the relic levels of all the fights.
Yeah.
Yes, that is very, very helpful.
No longer guessing it. Is this
I
guy
don't have to go in and tap every ship.
Yeah, you can see it right off the bat.
You don't have to go in and tap and look and go back. It's much more user friendly, a good UI.
What do you guys think about the menu change where you go find the factions? Does it bother you, or do you like it better? Because it's wider now.
I like it.
You can see everything. It's going to take a bit to get used to. But
I need to get used to it, but I don't have to scroll down like 8 screens.
Yeah, you scroll down to like what, 1 or 2.
As for fleet management, though, I am going to say what level the pilots are at is incredibly interesting because. And really, really useful because whether it's fleet arena, GAC, no matter what, if you look at your opponent, then you're going to get a general idea on how difficult this fight is going to be, or you may have a different approach. Like for instance, you may look at a Profundity fleet a little differently if all the Phoenix are all the Phoenix pilots are relict. That means those ships are going to hit a lot harder and they're more durable.
And be faster.
Yeah.
Yep, there's not so much mystery. We also had turn order on the side as well.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with that. What do you think?
It's bugged, but I like it.
Yeah, I think it's going the wrong way. Just it took me a minute looking at it because I thought it was like the top person is the next turn instead of the bottom person. So I thought it was cycling the other way. But once I got used to how it was cycling, it does make sense, especially when you're like trying to time out. Okay, do I want to use, say, Rex's form up now, or because this person's taking a turn next, I want to hold it to the next time Rex comes up.
Yep,
absolutely. So I love that it tells you that.
Yeah, it gives you a new level of strategy on what I'm doing next.
It makes strategizing easier because there are times before where I would like look at the turn meter and be like, who's gonna go? Should I use this special or can I wait? And now it makes it more clear, and I enjoy that.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Again, it's gonna just take some used to.
Yeah, like that menu we were talking about, though. Like I like it; it's better, but it's taking some time to get used to. For some reason, I just miss my scrolling. I'm just used to doing it for 7 years. That you can't change what I already know.
You miss scrolling down to Bad Batch, knowing that it starts with B, but like scrolling straight past the B and going all the way down to like LMNOP, and then you just have to scroll back up.
Okay, do you guys do that as well? Because I do it all the time, especially on stream.
All the time.
Yeah.
I only do it on stream though when I don't have 100% attention.
Okay, this is the most embarrassing one. Is 501st. Like I don't know if I just like do a little too much, and I know it's at the top, but I don't know. But
it's a number at the top.
I know. I shouldn't have admitted that to anybody, but
okay, I'm gonna interject here. A funny comment in chat from AC13. Feels like Conquest characters always come out of nowhere. I'm betting it'll be Kathleen Kennedy. kills any Star Wars character first turn, then disappears.
Oh no, she'll stay around. She'll just keep the thing going.
Yeah.
Just
She'll extend the
going
match
in the background.
Yeah.
I'm on the Satele Shan bandwagon for the next Conquest character.
I mean,
I would like that.
I mean, no
Because
Old Republic characters out of, they're all in play, so you never know.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had the Dark Malgus, right? So who's the counter to Malgus? That was Satele. At least in the Old Republic timeline, right? And they've kind of overdone it with the love for the dark side. I mean, we've had, 2 light side? We've had Ben Swallow and
Cat.
Cat.
Yeah, it's all been.
And everything else. All the other characters are dark.
Yeah, it's true.
We're due a light side character. And they just did a ship, so I doubt it's going to be another ship.
Dark side is more fun though.
I'm just saying the light side needs some love. I mean, just saying. For Conquest wise, light side needs some love. We've had, 2 light side ships? Or we have.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
Do you think there's a possibility this next Conquest character would paint a clearer picture of if they're headed towards a legend?
No.
Probably not. They never, all the way up to this point, they've never pointed towards a legend in the Conquest stuff.
You're probably.
I think the only time they did it was with Cat.
Legendary, but not a GL.
The only time they did a Conquest unit that impacted a Galactic Legend was Cat, and there were some people that did not go hard after Cat and then got Kenobi, and they were mad because Kenobi was not good without Cat.
No, it
Right,
wasn't.
but well, to be fair, Lord Vader was good, but not as good as with Maul. However,
True.
those characters weren't required to get the legend. So anything going into leading, which now, not saying she won't boost the next Galactic Legend, if that's the case, but to say it's going to point that direction because nobody saw Cat going to JMK or even on the other hand, Maul leading towards Lord Vader, right? So I think they might be lifters, but the lifters always came before, not after.
But the thing is, they recently made a cadence where there's now 2 Conquest, you could say, characters required for a legendary. So I think anything goes at this point, and you'll never know. Who would have thought that Malgus was going to be required for Leviathan? None of us saw that coming. We didn't even see the Fury class coming, let alone. So we would have never known this was coming.
I guess I'm talking character GLs, not ship GLs.
But I was going to say that's a little different because the thing about Leviathan that makes that pretty grindy, especially for early mid gamers, is that Malgus, Conquest character, his ship, Conquest tune, Conquest ship. So it's the first legendary thing that we've had come out that's behind 2 Conquest units
and 2 Galactic Chases.
Yeah,
that's. I mean, to be fair, I ran it. I think it was last time. This is a slap in the face of free-to-play players that you're not going to get Leviathan the first time around. You're not even going to have a chance because of what we're putting in place for you to get there.
Yeah.
Could it be Rebels / Ahsoka related? The character coming.
My money is it's going to be a Rebel GL because the Rebels need a GL. The Rebels are one faction that doesn't have one.
No.
Now, what that is, I couldn't tell you.
No, I'm talking about the Conquest character. Could it be Ahsoka related?
Possibly, but they don't normally.
Oh,
do
like the show coming out.
Yeah,
the show comes out in October.
Or tied with her, or like the Rebels. Since Rex came out, could it have something to do with some more of that?
I don't think it's going to be tied to Ahsoka. The show's too far out. They're not going to.
Yeah, CG doesn't have advanced looks on the show. They're not going to get access to that.
Yeah, well, they didn't come. Dad Bob Boba didn't come out until after the Book of Boba Fett. So.
Yeah, like a year later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least a long
time.
That
was only 6 months. It was a while before Dad Bod came out after Book of Boba.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, not to definitely shoot you down there, Bones, but I don't think that's the case.
No,
I don't think it's related.
No, that's fine. You're good. One other possibility: does it have anything to do with this data mine character from Fallen Order or whatever game it was? What's his
Malicos?
name? Yeah. So there was a bunch of drama because there's pictures that were data mined that he's in the game.
I think.
So is he a boss? Is he a character? What is he?
He's a boss.
Malicos, he's a boss on Zepho.
Yeah, he's a boss on Zepho in the game. However, in Swogo, he's actually in the Cal event.
Oh, is he?
So
Okay.
Yeah, he's part of the Cal event. So he's one of the stages you have to get through. So that's where that data mine comes into play. He's not a. I would lay money. He's not coming playable into the game.
So there was a data mine. Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say technically Malicos is a boss on Dathomir in the actual Fallen Order game.
Yeah.
But he might be on Zepho in the TV. We don't know yet.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with you that he might be there too, but he is in the Cal event. That's probably where the data mine came out. That's why he has a kit, because you actually have to fight him in the Cal event in order to unlock Cal.
I didn't watch any footage of the Cal event, so you'll have to forgive me. I don't know how you unlock him, but that makes sense. Thematically, that makes a lot of sense.
I know, because Ranger did it Thursday when we unlocked it, and I walked because he definitely went after Cal, and so we went through the whole event. That's how I know he's in there. So I'm just verifying that he is already in the game.
Nice.
He's not coming to the game. It's going to be
Did he look pretty cool?
Oh yeah, he looked cool. It was a good fight, but he looked
his
just
character
like
in
it's good.
His character in Fallen Order is pretty awesome.
Yeah, kind of. The Cal event is kind of like the Jedi Luke event, where it follows the story of the movie. So it kind of follows the story of the game.
I love that.
So it was a great event. They're getting really good with these events. It's a really good event. It wasn't that difficult, but of course Ranger has them all at like Relic 7 and 8, so he kind of walked through it pretty easily. So it may be unlockable at Gear 12, but I would say you'd want them at least Relic 1 or 2 to get through it very easily without having to mess with RNG.
So Ranger went hard for Cal, didn't they?
Oh yeah, he went hard. He's got them all, and he's got not as hard as like I said, the other guy that plays with us, Karth. He actually already has Cal at Relic 9, and that's how we know what he does against Lord Vader. Yeah, so that's where I know he's in the game. He's kind of like the slave outfit Leia. She's in the game. She's just not a playable character.
So do you guys see it? If you look on the stream, this was what was data mined. But as well, I can't find it, but there was an animation, like when you see a kit and they show that animation and it's on your side, the player's side, there's an animation of Malicos. And it's an actual Swugga events data mine that popped. If you guys might be able to find it, because I get them all the time. And it was an actual animation that you see in a kit going against a one other person. It looked like he's playable. I'm just saying, and I can't find that one. But
well, as of right now, he's just an enemy.
No, I'm just saying they had it where he's set on your side, like they were. It was like a leaked shot of when they show the kits, and you see the animation happening right by the kit whenever we go to read them.
Well, you never know. We still got, from what we know, we already got Old Man Rex. We got 2 more marquees coming up.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, who knows, right?
Yeah, it could be anything, but I'm just saying what I've seen personally of how it is. I know that's not the case.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
So we've also got this territory battle stats update. I'm not an officer, so I don't care.
I am an officer. I care a lot.
Okay, so then you tell us what's so good about this, because I saw it and went, okay, cool.
Boom, look. Stop. And look who it is. It's AP Gaines right here. Look. You see it on the stream, right? There he is.
Jesus, Bob.
Are you looking at it? That's him.
And that looks like a refrigerator ad.
I'm looking at a review.
A refrigerator ad? You guys don't see it on the stream?
No, I see it.
No,
now.
I see it now.
Oh, okay. Maybe you're just delayed and I'm not.
Yeah, I was delayed.
Here, let me open it up so you got, for you old people. That's him.
These work.
That's him. And look where it's like the.
I mean, it could be. Maybe that's the Conquest character.
They're playing as him. Look, it's counting down. He's on our side of the screen.
I mean,
It's possible, but if it is, it's unfortunate.
That's my say, just because of this right here. It may not be, but that's what I'm guessing. Look, it even did you see that? Let me see if I can go back and pause it. It even had the abilities. Let me go back.
Yeah, it's right there.
Maybe he'd be a lifter for SCE.
Look, he's throwing rocks and shit. So
Yeah, he does that.
So yeah, shout out to AP Games. Look up Malicos next Conquest character, and it shows the right there. Look, if you see in the corner, there's his abilities. Even, dude, I think that's the Conquest character.
I mean, if that is the case, then yeah, I'll be Red Creighton.
I'm sorry, that's too legit to fake. I think, but I don't know.
I agree. I think that's if somebody's gonna fake that, that's a lot of effort.
Yeah, more effort than I'd be willing to put in.
So you're hearing it from here and AP Gains. I think it's Malicos.
Okay, but back to your comment about TV stats. To address the chat, Three Bros says the new TV stats is only going to piss Avant off. He's correct.
True.
Because now I can look and I can see
Who's
exactly
slacking?
who's attempted combat missions, who's deployed, who's attempted special missions. I have more statistics, and I will just be pinging and pinging and pinging.
Yeah.
And if you have not done your shit, I will find you.
And Avant,
Just like Liam Neeson, I will find you.
And Avant is such a chill dude when it comes to an officer, like the chillest officer. So I can't imagine those really anal ones. I mean, you're going to be kicking. You're never going to have a full guild ever again because of these stats.
Bob, he's going to be pinging the shit out of you.
Actually, for being being on vacation, I did pretty well. Actually, I actually participated this week.
I would agree with that.
Bob has him on mute, so.
What's that?
I said little does Avant know Bob has him muted.
Do I really?
You have you have him ignored, right? So you're not getting any pings from him?
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. My bad. I'm slow. Yes, he's most definitely muted. That's why I don't do anything.
Yeah.
Not muted.
What
on
game are we
stream,
playing? What game are we talking about?
It's Marvel Strike Force, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we always get the same consistent, pretty much amount of stars. It's going to take a hellacious effort to even move up one. I mean, I think we get 33, 34.
Oh yeah, you're right at the top.
So we're at that point where this isn't. Like, I mean, I looked at it, I read it, and went, "Yay! All right." You know?
Yeah, but you're in a top end guild where people deploy and people platoon, and you don't have to. Like, I would imagine your TB officer doesn't have to babysit people.
For instance, like today, day one, all I'll do is deploy. We'll hit 3 stars on each bottom one. I don't even have to do a battle. I'm okay with it.
Oh my god. You have like first world problems in every category in this game.
He hits, I'm like, oh, I get the first day off. Cool. I mean, I wondered if I could get the second day off, because then I think we 3-star the next 3.
Can we come hang out with you on your yacht?
When you get one, yeah. If you probably could get one if you quit playing this game.
Now, that's the funny thing, man. I just hit 11 million, and you start, 7-starring and gearing up some ships. God damn, does that inflate your shit quick?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
God damn. Those galactic chases, you unlocked it, and you went, whoa, holy shit. See how much your GP just went up?
Three Bros said in me and Avant's guild, we have 20 zeros right now in territory battle. So we're right along on pace.
I will be annoying the shit out of people. Don't worry.
Oh, Avant's going to be that guy. Speaking of that, real quick, I got whenever something's on the old man's mind that he might want to rant about, I'm going to cut in and do a quick 5-minute segment of what I'm going to call Don't Be That Guy. So
I like it.
This week's version of Don't Be That Guy, I'm actually going to throw myself under the bus. And this didn't necessarily piss me off, but I was just like, man, fuck. Really? I did that? God damn it. So we all know the raid can be a little time consuming. You hit it. If you don't get the score you want, you hit it again. You don't get the score you want. You do it over and over and over. And sometimes you want to change some mods around. And then sometimes you get busy and you don't put your mods back. And then you go into TW. And you start placing teams and look at them and realize, oh shit, I didn't put my mod back. So on this week's edition of Don't Be That Guy, if anybody's had that happen, it definitely, I mean, I learned my lesson to check my mods before, don't do a raid. Don't put all your good mods on your Jawas and then forget to put them back.
Or you better put them on defense now.
Yeah, right?
Or just stop moving mods around, people. Just leave them where they're at.
I did it on GAC once. I was like, why is my Darth Revan so freaking slow? Oh, he's missing half his mods. I'm like, I should have beat this easily. They're only 320. I'm like 350. Why is he not going first? Yeah.
And, the whole mod thing is, I mean, Bob, the reason why I'm sitting on the top deck of my yacht is because if I move my mods around, I'm getting close to 9 million in the raid, and I'm really pushing for the 265 box, which will average you, 2 new Relic 8 characters a month? So, yeah. I have real world problems, you smart ass.
It's all right, buddy. We all have to have that guy that's just balling. It gives me something to aspire to.
That's why Amma and I are going to drag you to the red crate, kicking and fucking screaming.
I'm serious. Even if it doesn't involve you two, I'll probably stream more often as much as I can, and I'll do it on this channel.
I will be there. Day one of Conquest. Don't do shit yet. Don't do shit yet. That evening, stream, and yeah.
Okay.
That's.
I need you all there too, all the listeners, no matter where you are.
I mean, Sarah's gonna have a video out days before that shit even launches.
Okay, so there's things that I do to a T. I do it to a T, and just like the seer and the 1 feat where they have to kill 100 people, right? Okay, well, once my JML is done 4 battles, no, not even that, like 2 battles, they're dead. And I took them to like gear 6, 7, 8 or something, and 3 stars.
Every Conquest, you have got to look at the feats, and you automatically have to take a pencil and scratch some out and go, yep, that ain't fucking flying.
Which I scratch out so many that I'm where I get to. I do my best,
but you got to do it by priority. You've got to look at, win 40 battles with this kind of team. Those are attainable as long as you do it 4 to 5 times a day. Those little, methods and formulas, these things are achievable. It's having a plan, knocking certain things out every day.
Planning. You have to plan.
Conquest is really all about
and
plan.
commit.
I don't know, guys.
And you also have to know that, in the last Conquest, people were like, I don't have Marin at 7 stars, so I can't do that feat.
Bullshit.
Not true.
Yeah.
She revives.
Yep.
Because that's how the Night Sisters work. And you could do that with a Gear 11 Marin at 3 stars.
I did
as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Data discs help.
It's all about data discs and planning and then execution. And you can do it.
I know.
Yeah, and I agree with what you said, Logan. You got to do 4 battles a day. Mm-hmm. So you either do all 4 at once, or you're energy efficient and you do 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Whatever works, but you got to do them. So that's why people call it grind quest, right? Because you actually have to log in and grind the feats out.
You do.
How about you guys just leave me alone and you guys grind?
And that's the thing. But Bob, you're gonna have a different approach just because of lack of a deeper roster. I mean, it's somebody at either my level or even Avance level is going to approach Conquest a little bit differently.
Very true.
When it starts, I plow through it. By the end of day 1, I'm into Sector 3. I'm plowing through. I'm just trying to get through all 5 sectors as quickly as humanly possible, knocking whatever feats I can throughout the journey, and then once it's done, then I go back and clean up shit in all the treasure nodes.
You know
See,
what?
I do it differently. I day one plow through as much as I can with my 309 hoarded energy and my 3 refreshes, and then
You're
day
throwing
2,
that out there like you're flexing.
Oh, I am flexing. I'm flexing hard.
Go ahead.
Pro tip: on the last day of conquest, take your energy to 69. And then do 2 refreshes, and that will get you to 309, and that's the max conquest energy that you can have going into the next conquest.
That's a good tip. That will help.
There's your thrift shopping from Avant.
Yeah,
There it is.
the short.
Oh
version.
yeah, folks. Hit the fucking button.
Guys, come on.
You know,
There's 14 of you. Hit the goddamn
By the
button.
way,
Not that button, the other button.
By the way, for those of you that do subscribe, if you subscribe, you will get a roster roast from us when you subscribe.
We can do it live
And-
too.
No, we will. Those that subscribe, your roster roast will be done live, hopefully while you're listening, so we can tool on you.
Yeah.
But also, if we get enough subscribers, I will do an impersonation for a segment.
Yep.
But again, my canon is limited. Watto is usually a good one.
Are we?
Watto.
Are we not officially? Are we not officially affiliates?
No, I already got that email about 4 days ago. We're affiliates.
Nar
You
asked
gotta
where
do
this
all the things and buttons and stuff.
because Nar says, "Where's the subscribe button?" I don't know.
Did you do the whole bank account thing because they need the bank account before you can do the subscribe stuff?
Oh, so we didn't do that yet.
Yeah, and that's all
Yeah,
in your
once
email,
you-
man.
Yeah,
Okay.
once you get that email and do all that thing, then the subscribe button will pop.
Oh, it shows you how
But
much.
currently, you don't have a subscribe button.
Okay, so all right, so for the next show, we will have the subscribe button. And, yeah,
Until then, I'll put my Cash App up on the screen and in the info. Okay, let's just cut them out. Cut Twitch out.
I'll put my PayPal in there.
I'll put my bank account number up.
3 Bros says, "Do the effing bank account, guys."
my bad. I
Hey,
didn't
you
think of that.
Give the old man his time. He's not computer literate. I mean, come on now.
Because we had it for the last one when I was doing it with Kane. I totally forgot that we had to get affiliate again, and I'm back in this room, and now I gotta add that shit again. And
Yep.
by the way, for all those that do subscribe, whatever comes to us obviously goes back into the show and to 1-800 got crystals for Bob instead of 1-800 got junk. We want to make him a crystal hoarder. So that's what we do. But again, there will be live roster roasts. If you subscribe, we'll check out your roster. We'll tool on your ass for not having certain things where they should be. There could be limited impersonations. So yeah,
The sky's the limit, really. I mean, it might get to the point where I'll dance around and do some wacky Arnold stuff or something, you know?
Hopefully in a robe.
I'm down to dance for $1. I mean, I'm not too good for anything.
I'm sorry.
Subscriptions, precious.
If you want to try that, that's fine. But there is only one Hugh Hefner of Swear.
Oh.
It's that curly-haired, with most respect, motherfucker, the dude that comes out in his robe and
I
goes
love that
Whaler
guy.
Tail and cracks me up when he gets 5 7s in a row and screams.
He'll always be a legend, man. I love that guy. I had something to say and I completely forgot. Oh, but just so you guys know that, yeah, I guess we can't subscribe tonight, but I'll get it fixed or we'll get Old Man to do it. So I apologize. I don't know why I'm apologizing to you. You're giving us money, but thank you, and we'll have it fixed next week.
We apologize. You can't give us more money.
Yeah. We'll get through this week. So what else we got going on, Logan? Any other stuff to talk about?
Yeah, Nubian. That's very nice.
Crikey.
I'm betting heavily on Sebulba.
But hates Jar Jar. But can do a perfect impression of whoever the
I
hell
love
Watto.
Watto. He's
Well,
like,
yeah.
Watto's a little dude. I'd want to bring him into a cantina and just get him absolutely hammered drunk and watch him fly into shit. Excuse me, didn't mean to hit the wall. You should have built it elsewhere.
Hey, the angry old men got to stick together, right?
Misa thinks you should be Jar Jar for our first sub goal.
Misa thinks that ain't gonna.
Usa.
No.
Misa love long time.
Misa thinking that's a good idea. That's a bomb bad.
Come on, guys. If we can get 15 subs for the rest
Look
of the
at
time. Fuck, we can't sub right now.
Usa.
Robot. Oh no, Boss Nash.
Usa like this.
Dude, you fucking kill the impersonations.
And what? The guys in Robot Chicken had it nailed. Goes, Jar Jar, I am not Anakin. We love you, Annie. Yay! Like it's just like, oh shit, it was fucking. They knew how annoying he was. Even they knew. If you wanted the game, he's just fucking stupid.
All right, can you do an impersonation of the spy who was following Luke and old Ben in Tatooine?
Oh, the fucking elephant creature?
I think it was. He like talks into a microphone and says, "Dude, you killed it. That was good.
Good. That's pretty good.
I can't believe you just did that. I'm amazed. I need to like watch Star Wars with you.
And he's sober.
And after everything, I'm going to pause it and say, "Okay, now do this."
Oh shit.
For like 4 hours.
No.
Three Bros says impressive.
No, you drive me nuts. I won't be able to do that.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Lord Vader did not
I
need
need that Vader button that I can do that reverb.
I know. I want like a sound button thing that I can just press and.
I've got a voice changer. I just got to set it up.
You know what? I will say this: if we do get a shitload of subscribers in one episode, I will make sure I've had a few bourbons when my stomach is feeling better, and I will actually do Drunk Watto. How's that?
Yeah, yeah, because I want to hear him in a drunken state.
And you know what? I will. I could actually find like a little set of wings or something, like make them.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That would be
He's wearing
awesome. I'm
his
down.
daughter's fairy rings playing Watto.
When I get too drunk, my wings go limp.
I love it.
It's called whiskey wing.
Whiskey wing.
Oh, Judah.
And I take my date into the Nubian. She likes it very nice.
I prefer you to talk like that just for the rest of our lives. I like it. Maybe this will get you like into Lucasfilm because you're fucking killing it, man.
Voice acting. Speaking of voice acting, I mean, come on. We all love Mark Hamill, but there's only one Joker. And that's fucking Mark Hamill. That's Mark.
Chat brings up a good point. Watto doesn't wear a shirt, so
this is gonna get really interesting. You're gonna have to take your shirt off for us.
That's gonna require at least
OnlyFans, you sick fucks.
We have that link too. Follow, you bastards.
What the fuck we do?
Follow Old Man Logan's OnlyFans account.
No, do not hit that button.
All four of us take shifts on the account.
It's only man's. We had to start a whole new website.
Welcome to Watto's OnlyFans. I show you my wing.
He, honestly, Logan's only part in it is he commentates while the rest of us make videos. Anyways, so what's up next?
God, can you imagine dirty talk with Watto?
How about we do some user
up your thigh?
ASMR with Watto.
That's not ASMR. That shit would give me a headache. Imagine Jar Jar doing Bob Ross. Oh, we pent the happy little Nubian up here in the sky.
We need to get the account set up so that we can get some subs because I really want to hear Watto.
For a whole segment, can you imagine reading a kit on the voice of Watto? Oh God, they'll kill me.
Dude, that would be awesome.
God. I go to work the next day. They'll be like, "What happened to you?" I don't know. Fuck you.
Dude, I actually want to go back and make you read Cal's kit because that was a tongue twister, for sure.
No, you got to subscribe for the pleasure of that bullshit.
Yep. So you guys...
Okay, for the next segment, let's go to the comments or questions from our followers and fans.
Yes, sir.
Did we get a few this time? Oh, we actually had a really good question.
I think there was quite a bit.
So we got a couple. We didn't get as many as last week, but we got a couple. I think it would be worth going through. You want me to read them?
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right. Okay, so let's see. Bodhi started us off. People seem down on Zepho rewards, but that's because they built them up in their own hands. Blah blah blah. It looks like he's more making a statement with his input here. So Garuka says, I have a new question. Should an early or mid-game player always be going for the newest content? I heard Darth Loquitur say something like this. The idea is CG is putting the new stuff in Conquest or TB.
As a new player or as a mid-game player that got a little burnout doing that, I would not suggest it.
Well,
Just stay on target. You're gonna have to just get what you want. Don't worry about the new shiny stuff because you're never gonna get it, especially if you're free to play mid-range. The requirements are just out there. You gotta just stay on target. Focus on what you're doing. Get teams you want to play too. Don't worry about the road teams if you're not doing road. Do other things. It's just try to enjoy the game. And unfortunately, I was one of those that was trying to be tip of the spear, and I was close. But then you get to a point where it just gets so annoying that it's like, why bother? Unfortunately,
it's also exhausting.
It is. When the game becomes a job on top of the jobs I was already doing, it's just like, F it. I don't need it in my life. And actually, to be honest, I'm feeling really, really good. I haven't signed in for weeks now. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't uninstalled it. I just have not looked at the game in weeks and been fine. I'm actually feeling in a lot better headspace now.
And that's the show.
And as far as the kind of maybe comment on the previous Darth Liquider's comment, if you thought it was going to be anything other than Get 3, that was a pipe dream. I'm sorry. There was never going to be a character unlocked there for the road rewards for Zepho. It was always going to be Get 3. That's if you were thinking that, it's like thinking, what Darth Jar Jar's coming into the game tomorrow. It's not going to happen that way. I'm sorry. They've got too much stuff in the store to buy to be giving away a character like that.
And so the follow-up statement to Garuka's earlier statement is, in my case, I'm 6.5 million. I have C, JML, and almost Java. A new GL will for sure cost more than, say, Slicker. What do you guys think? Go for new stuff that takes longer, or older stuff and catch up faster?
I'd say stay on target, finish off Java.
Yeah, definitely finish Java.
There, depending on whether or not you have the Executor, I'd probably shift to that.
I think that's great advice. Go for some ships. Content is always important.
And then after that, once Java and Executor, if you don't have it yet, is done, then go for something fun. If you don't have Starkiller, go for Starkiller. If you don't have Cal, go for Cal.
Yeah,
Cal's going to be good. Go for Cal. Go for, I would hold off on the Inquisitors because the Inquisitors take way too many, they're cryo heavy. Not saying Cal's not. Cal, you need like 500 for him or 700
a lot,
for him alone.
Yeah.
and where
Go for something fun.
Yeah.
I mean, go for something fun. Go for something if you don't want that. If you like the Bad Batch, go for Bad Batch. If you like, Phoenix, go for Phoenix. I mean, pick a team that you like and just go for that team, and that'll give you a nice break in between GLs.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to do
and
that.
where he's at 6.5, him having SCE, JML, and finishing Java. I mean, Java has the most utility of any GL in the game. So yeah, finish Java, go for a ship, and then do something that you want to do.
in
Yeah, I
the
wouldn't
early
worry about
game,
the next
going
GL.
after those accelerated farms is like really crucial because it doubles how fast you can get something compared to the new hotness, right? And so I think you should be efficient and go for the accelerated stuff early because it will help give you good roster depth, which will help your guild and you in PvP.
I don't see why he wouldn't be far off from Slicker at that GP.
Yeah,
I think that's what he was inferring. Yeah.
Slicker is actually really easy to get, and on top of that, you get a fleet out of it, which is a really strong fleet. He's a GL that can work everywhere across the game. He's not limited to just like GAC defense or GAC offense. He actually works in the raids. He works in the PvE content. He works in Conquest. He works he works all over the place.
He's one of the main counters for Java too.
And he's one of the best all-around GLs just in general. And you don't need a lifter for him. You don't need a
100%.
cat. You don't need a Maul. You don't need you name him. You don't need another character to make that team whole, and you get 2 solid teams out of it.
Yeah, the unlock requirements give you the full squad.
Yeah.
And I like the Omicron on the first order TIE pilot. It's a good mid game one too.
Yeah. Next question is from Darknar. When should you focus on territory battles, and what parts of it should you be concerned with?
I think you can start right away, even as long as you can do relics and you can help your guild out with platoons. That's literally the most important part. So if you're willing to take a shitty character to relics, that's how you can help. I mean,
I think it depends on what your guild GP and what TV you're running.
Rise of the Empire? Or are you still in the the older ones?
If your guild is running Darkside Geo, get Geos. You can have a Gear 12 Geo squad and get Watch Shards.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And if your guild is running Lightside Geo, then you better watch some videos and get good at that cam mission, or give Omega and Omicron so you can get some cam shards.
Well, you actually can do the cam mission with fairly low relics. It's painful. I've done it. But you can. But it's possible with a coach and the right RNG. You can get cam shards with.
But that's if you're willing to stream your cam mission, which some people are not.
That's true. Yeah, you have to have help, and there is a Discord page, 50 Shades of Cam, that if you're on that mission, help a lot.
Yeah, there's plenty of community help if you're willing to ask for it.
Look. Yeah. But to round it off, it depends on where your guild is doing and what they're doing.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's very subjective where you're at in the game.
I wouldn't focus on like Rote if you're doing Hoth. You know what I mean? There's no point in going that far out.
I think the short answer is ask your guild how you can help, because TBs are all about guild participation and guild cooperation, and however you can help your guild out will be the best way to help everyone.
Remember,
I personally on this feel that everybody should hit the fucking button.
Yeah, I mean that's the answer to all questions, really.
I think honestly, you just need to hit the button.
But what if I have the bug where the buttons don't appear?
Oh.
Now I think the next question. I think the next question is the most important one.
Yes, absolutely. Next question comes from CS Wins. Because steak was brought up last week, what's worse, rare steak or well done steak? Let's go around the panel here.
Well done steak, because you can't unfuck that. Rare steak, you can just throw it back on for a bit and let it sit.
Bob?
And someone in Discord says you can't fix a mistake like that. I remember that. I thought it was funny. So I can't stand like pink meat, so definitely a rare steak.
Oh, really?
I like mine done.
In my
What about
mind,
you, Max?
I'm a solid medium rare because everybody deserves a warm pink center. Just saying.
Yep.
I'm with you. I'm with Mags on that.
Yeah.
How could you argue with that? You just made an arguable statement.
I would like to put out just like a comment. Please keep putting viewer questions about food. I really enjoy this.
I do too. Asparagus with steak or green beans?
Asparagus.
Oh, green beans.
Well, how are you cooking the haricot vert?
Usually I put them in foil, little minced garlic, little olive oil, little salt. Close up the aluminum foil, put it on the grill.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
Green beans with butter, salt, pepper.
For those that don't know, haricot vert is French for green beans.
Yeah, I was like, look at you trying to be
Oh,
fancy, bud.
I don't speak French, so
Chocolate bleu.
I don't speak Mexican either.
Crikey.
Okay. Let's see. Nar posted again. Let's see. Sometimes this section, I know Bodhi's probably got his blood boiling about there being not questions in here and there being statements and replies.
Sorry, Bodhi.
Bodhi. He works so hard.
The Discord's in mass chaos, to be honest.
So Dark Nar says, having character shards farmable in these has always made me think at some point I should at least build those teams. But when? Would a day one player benefit from building the Rebel and Imperial Trooper teams needed for Hoth? What if they built Hoth Rebel Soldier, Princess Leia, Farm Boy Luke, Old Ben, Stormtrooper Han, General Veers, Colonel Stark, Dark Trooper, Range Trooper, Admiral Piet, if Hyperdrive bundle, maybe Moff Gideon if not. This would also unlock Emperor Palpatine, R2-D2, and CLS.
I feel like there was a question in there, but he also kind of answered it.
Yes.
I think he's saying, is that the right way to go? Farm those guys because he's a beginner. Like he's around 4 million, I think. He only has
Imp Troopers will not let you down regardless of the level. And so Imp Troopers are going to carry you a long, long way, along with getting you R2-D2. And
in many ways.
In many ways.
Many avenues of the game.
You can throw them onto your arena team I guess arena's not that much, but you can use them in GSC to either wipe out something or give somebody a really hard time at low levels.
Also great for assault battles.
Rebel squad is actually really solid once you get Momo with a Rebel fighter squad underneath there, regardless of who they are. I mean, I used Wedge and Biggs for the longest time, and that just kills.
Now
it only gets better over time.
And I am not gonna lie, you have to actually work on your Phoenix anyway.
Yeah.
Old Man Rex is not a bad investment.
You pop Old Man Rex on a Phoenix squad at early levels, and then you unlock Thrawn with that because he's Phoenix, you need Phoenix to unlock Thrawn. And Thrawn's is still an all-around. He's kind of dropped off a little bit, but he's still nice and solid. And that'll get you EP, that'll get you R2, which leads you into CLS, which leads you into, you know what I mean? And CLS is still a solid squad too.
Yeah.
At early levels.
So yeah, I guess yes, go for that. Do it.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. And regardless of hyperdrive or not, when we all started, we didn't have a hyperdrive.
No.
Yeah, what's a
hyperdrive?
hyperdrive?
Farm at old school.
Yeah.
The hyperdrive right next to the flux capacitor.
I wish they would do an updated version of that. Make like another $100.
We didn't have the hyperdrive bundle.
Well, I mean, the hyperdrive bundle is what, like, if you're just starting off today, I would say that would be an awesome investment. If you had an extra $100 lying around to spend on it, that would be the biggest bang for the buck if you were starting out. This was your day one.
That's why it's like some people say, man, you can't fucking wait for this character to be accelerated. And I just hear that sometimes. I'm just like, shut up.
Just back in my day, we only had 5 chances, and
Oh.
2 of them failed.
I
And we only got 1 shard apiece.
I remember trying to
Both
try
ways.
first order TIE Pilot because back in the day when he first came out, he was pretty damn good and hits pretty solid. And I remember farming that motherfucker and pulling my, oh,
Of course, then
before you had all the tools.
there was a more glorious age of the 8 hard no chances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in a more civilized age.
Yeah.
In a more civilized era.
Yeah.
Okay, and we did have a last minute question from Excessive 5150. Which do you prefer? New units that work as lifters for existing factions, or new factions altogether?
I prefer lifters for existing factions, and I'll tell you why. I like as long as it, because sometimes you get these things like Saw Gerrera, for instance, was supposed to
Do
he was
something.
supposed to be a lifter for an existing faction. Fortunately, he's not really up to snuff.
He was supposed to do something Monday. We forgot what it was, though.
Like Old Man Rex, for instance. Totally putting the Phoenix kind of back on the map. I like that. I like that you have, you now have opportunities for tunes that have been in the game for so long, and you can now dust them off and kind of use them, and you can tweak their mods and make them better. And that, I like doing that. A whole new faction, that's just too much fucking work.
I would say I like the lifter characters for slightly different reasons because of a lot of, even at like 6.5 million, my mid game level of 7.5, wherever I was at, my mid game level allowed me to use characters like the Phoenix that I haven't used in forever, because once they get to a certain point, you just left them behind. The lifter characters lift those up, and now I can use them again and make people think, oh, okay, what am I going to use against it? Or Marin, for instance, for the Night Sisters. Everybody had Night Sisters just because you eventually unlock them. And for Secret and Shadows, you'd have them up anyways. And then to have somebody like Marin come in and just supercharge that team that we've had sitting on the bench for ages is awesome. Now having to go around and farm a whole team like Inquisitors that, suck unless you have the 2 good pieces to them. Like if you have just the regular 5 Inquisitors, without GI or Reva, they're just meh. So what's the point? But then to do that to get another, to make that team better kind of sucks in my mind. Or Bad Batch without Omega. It's rough.
All right.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah, I think lifter units are cool and they're good value. All that. You don't have to put as much stuff into them. Excitement-wise, I think a new faction or something is very exciting. When I see something like that, I'm like, hell yeah, I can't wait. Obviously, it's way more work, like Logan said, and lifter units give you much, much more value for a lot less that you have to put in.
Yeah, for what you already have.
Yep.
For instance, like my Phoenix were all at gear 12. All I do was, put them in relics, work on their mods for a little while. Again, if you have Java, the Smuggler's Run 2 comes out, and that's amazing material for working on mods. And I would just rather work on teams we already have. Now, eventually, we're going to run out of shit, so they're going to have to come out with new shit. And then, really, we're going to be stuck in both of these rooms. We're going to have a new faction we're going to have to work on, and because really we're running out of existing shit.
Yeah, I mean, eventually the rework thing is going to be gone. I mean, everything's going to be reworked. Everything's going to be lifted. I guess with time, those will be put to dust with power creep, but for the most part, they're covering a lot of them. There's Ewoks left. You got the low bots and cups and stuff, but how do you even throw them into a faction? So
I don't have one Geonosian in relics. Not one.
Really?
Nope, not one.
Oh, they work great at Gear 12.
The pilots are really
GBA and Spy.
It's really, it's eventually I need the pilots to be in relics.
Yeah, that's 3 I
think
think
it really hurts. My Grievous fleet is not incredible. I mean, it's decent.
It's a decent fleet. It's a decent fleet.
but it's not as
It's good for early and mid game, and for end game, it's decent.
So we got another quick last second, and I read it. I looked at it, and all right, you didn't subscribe, guy, but we'll give you a minute.
That's your fault.
It is. So I'm gonna give him this.
It's a freebie.
We could postpone this if you want.
No, I'll give this to him.
I don't even know what it is yet.
He says he's open to a mini roast.
Okay.
And I only have like a couple glaring things here, but first off, his account is 9.1 million. That's homeboy put in some work. It's that's a good roster. Doesn't have Jabba yet. Okay, I'm sure that's coming. It's on our. He has Ray. It's good. For all you people that don't like Ray, well,
she's good.
You're missing out. I don't know.
Get over your shit. She's good.
Just put, like...
How about you guys get over your guys' shit? We don't want her. I'm just kidding. She is good.
It's so silly. It's such
no galactic potato.
Oh,
we don't need her.
Good.
I happen to like potatoes a lot, okay?
Buds.
Oven roasted with salt and pepper. Thank you.
I'm with Bones. There's no Mary Sue's. Sorry. You gotta earn your way onto my roster, and you just don't get it handed to you.
Ray was 3s first.
All right, so this is a screen of some of the tunes that this gentleman has neglected while chasing GLs and fleets.
Well, hey, who is it? If they can give me an ally code, I can pop it up on the screen.
It's 3 bros.
3 bros, send me your ally code, and I'll pop her up.
So there's like only one glaring, well, 2. Sortie, I feel like Sortie can wait, but man, everything you need for a solid Lord Vader counter has not been touched. Fennec,
Shame on
Karga,
you.
Glorian. That hurts.
I'm trying to.
I mean, I don't know if you're a big GAC guy, but those tunes come in clutch sometimes when you have to do a Lord Vader cleanup, or if you just want to kill him outright.
Dang old Lord Vader cleanup mine.
Hondo, I don't think you need to worry about at the moment. Kersantin, definitely, if you're going for Jabba. Iden Versio, I don't know. I mean, you've got the green arrows. Just put her to relics. What do you guys think? You seeing this?
Not yet. I don't know if I'll get there yet.
Nobody's on the Discord? Nobody's seeing this?
I can't, or I'll mess the stream up.
Oh, well then you can't look.
Next time, if it was more planned, if you just post it in the chat, I'll have BlueStacks up, and next time ready to go. But I had to update it.
Yvonne, are you seeing it?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you read the text, the issue is like he's chasing. He's trying to go for Grand Inquisitor, so he's like trying to not spend a bunch of materials, which is like that's a bone I have to pick with CG. Like, just fucking make Grand Inquisitor in the journey guide so that people can go after him. He's been out there for a year. Like, let people go after him and stop having to hoard materials to help their guild get Reva shards.
I think it's time. I think it's time for the Grand Inquisitor to just be in game, and you can do the event at your leisure.
He should have been. This last update, last Tuesday was a year mark.
No.
Should have been.
Should have been, yes.
But still not.
But the Grand Inquisitor is not a weird. He's like the weirdest cadence ever.
But I think it's CG is going to squeeze every fucking dollar out of this faction that they possibly. The Inquisitors was a cash cow for them. It really was.
Yeah. Like I said, it was a group that the original 5 were okay.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't great.
Nope.
Grand Inquisitor came in. They were better. Still not great. And then Reva came in, and they're like super overcharged. And so it's like that's where I was like, F them. I'm not fucking going after Inquisitors. And then the guild was like, we need the Reva shards.
Well,
Fine, I'll put everything else on hold so I can get the
yeah.
fucking Inquisitors up.
I mean, if he's got all those green arrows because he's saving everything for Inquisitors, I feel bad because, I mean, I've been that guy where I've been sitting on a boatload of gear because you're specifically waiting for one thing to happen. And meanwhile, you look through your roster and go, God damn it! I could hit the button, you know? Hey, yeah, everybody, hit the button.
Yeah, hit the button. Hit the fucking button.
The fucking button.
I mean, at some point in my life, I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm tired of waiting. I'm gonna push these buttons I've been wanting to push forever.
Personally, when I look at his screenshot, right, all of the characters that he has favorited, what jumps out to me is Moff Gideon. Take him to relics, take him to R1, at least so you can get the speed boost, so you can use him in an Imp Trooper lineup or an Empire lineup, and get his speed up as much as you can.
I see that relic Cal though. Nice.
Out of that group, I'd actually leave Gideon behind. I would say Fennec, Mandalorian, and Grief as your number one priorities.
I'm telling you, man.
I would push the button. I would push the buttons on those three because those three at relics. I would relic them up too. I wouldn't stop. I'd just get them all up.
Because I have no counter argument to that. I agree 100%.
Hondo's great. Where
obviously he already has Beskar Armor Mando, and that's the typical team comp in threes that you want is Fennec, Grief, and Beskar Armor to counter Lord Vader or for a complete solid cleanup. But that's just gonna give you so much utility in GAC because he doesn't have Lord Vader. So
right, but Fennec, Mando, Grief, and
in fives and Bosk and who was the other one? Was it Dengar or Zam? Well, I can't remember.
Zam.
Zam. Omicron Zam. Yeah,
Omicron Zam. Boost the speed up of everybody.
Do we know what he was going for right now?
After Onset Inquisitors.
But after that, what's the plans? Three.
If you have dash.
Does he have dash?
I'm not sure.
Really, he's not highlighted, so because these are the things that he says he's neglected. Everything else at the bottom that Bones is looking at is probably just shit that just is not of any interest.
I think we can do, if you guys are up for it.
He has dash.
If we get some good subs, we can do like a really in-depth roster roast every week. That would be very fun. I would enjoy that, and I think viewers would like that too. But
I don't know. Make a segment. Yeah, I like that.
Let us know what you guys think.
I do want to give him credit. He has a R5 Ugnaught, so that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna roast him on one thing. Am I seeing that Moff Gideon? Is that correct? Is that only gear 10 or 9?
That's gear 9.
Good night. What in the hell?
To be fair, he still works at gear 9. Not very well, but he works.
Everybody boo this man.
Well, he falls over when there's a stiff breeze.
I mean, personally, unless you have other droids, I would drop Sortie. There's no reason to have her favorited. Well, she's gold. Why is she gold? What is Sortie needed for?
Leviathan.
So I guess you have to go for
Leviathan. Yeah, I would say Leviathan, man.
If you're going for Leviathan, that's bold.
Iden's good as...
Yeah, spin that guy. Spin that guy.
Spin to win. Right. Also, during your roster roast, we're going to have every one of your characters do a weird dance as we spin them.
Oh, fuck. His Sith are pimped out. Sith Assassin's the only one not done. So he's close to Leviathan. 3, do you get Did you get red crate or did you unlock?
Check his
What's
ship.
the Sith Empire? What's the Sith?
Oh, sorry. Just
You go to his ships. If you go to his ships, you'll see if
check
he
his
unlocked
ship.
the new Sith ship.
That's going to determine whether he's getting it or not.
Hold on. Blue stacks for you.
Can you figure out how to scroll this, Bones?
Fucking blue stack.
There's 3 columns now.
I don't know what to do. Dude, I told you it's fucking with me. It really is. I don't see it. I don't think you got it. I told you guys that earlier. Like it's
He
it's
said
better.
did not unlock. Did not
Okay.
unlock. He said.
All right. Well, I would just quit the game then.
Didn't unlock the interceptor.
Didn't unlock.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about Leviathan then.
Yeah, I mean your Sith fighter's not. Oh yeah.
You're a
No.
boy. I dropped the Leviathan like a bad habit at that point.
Yeah. I mean it's a valiant effort, dude. But I would go on to something else.
I would slow farm it at this point. I wouldn't. Okay, let me rephrase that. I wouldn't stop it altogether. However, I would not focus on it.
I would stop altogether if neither his Revan or Malik are not Relic 9.
Well, he's got his. I just saw Malik at 9.
All right. Now this is mine, guys. This is mine. But I have what 180 out of 330. I'm still doing it all. I'm gonna get it all done.
Let's roster roast Bob.
All right. Let's do it. All right. These are my favorites.
We can do that right now.
Wait, you still don't have the goddamn Imperial shuttle unlocked? What's wrong with you?
Nope. Now, no. This is my.
The Imperial shuttle was.
No, I mean eventually I will, but not now. But this is my Leviathan right now. I got both R9s done. I've got R7 done. I'm working on Sith Trooper at the moment. I still.
Oh, you don't have C. That's right. That's why your Darth Maul is still sitting there at just gear 13.
No.
How do you not have the Imperial shuttle unlocked?
Oh my God, are we still stuck on this? I don't remember. I don't do.
I just.
I don't do Galactic Chase.
In all honesty, I don't have it either. So
Oh, it's. Oh, you're talking about. Sorry, I was thinking TIE Reaper. Yeah, the Emperor shuttle.
The Emperor shuttle.
But I'm also trying to slowly get the Scythe going through Proving Ground soon. And,
Well, his Relic Guard is
Also
only at 8.
completely mind blown that you don't have the Imperial shuttle unlocked.
why is that? I don't understand why.
Well-
Isn't it tough to farm?
It's a really
really.
good ship.
Oh,
It's
it
a really
is good.
ship.
So yes, it is.
I've never
But
heard
you don't
anything
have-
about it.
Even at 4
unlock
stars, it's a
extra
really
lock.
good ship.
Okay, but this is the thing.
You're
is
almost
I've neglected.
almost there.
I've neglected ships a lot throughout the years. So I'm going back
I can
and
see that.
I'm
I
going
can see
back
that.
and trying to do better. I'm working.
I was like that too. I neglected ships for a long time, and I really worked on them. It took a lot.
You got-
but
You got a 6-star defender, but you don't even have the Imperial shuttle unlocked.
I didn't care then, and wasn't it a Galactic Chase as well? I'm pretty sure it was.
Ebon Hawk isn't even 7 stars.
Yeah, that'll be my last Leviathan thing that I do. Is
You got a
farm-
7-star dagger.
Oh yeah, I did them all. I did both. That one and the Mark IV Interceptor right here. I'm going for Leviathan, buddy. I'm doing it. It may not be the
Okay,
first.
if we're gonna do a true roster roast, Bones, go back to your character tab,
Those are my
sort
favorites.
your character, and then sort your characters by speed.
Oh god.
Yes.
Unleash.
Oh god.
Oh, come on. You're really going to go there, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
go
yeah,
hard on
that's
Bones.
the true roster roast.
I'm sorry, fellas. What'd you say, Vaught?
Sorted by speed. Okay, so
Yeah, I
we
did.
take the GLs out. Okay.
Take the GLs out? I don't even know how to
Well,
do that.
Purpose is
no,
who your fastest characters are.
You don't have to
Zam-
take
Zam-
them. You don't have to take them out. I'm just like taking them out of consideration.
Yeah, so she is
Go ahead
338.
and go to Zam.
She's 338.
Tap on that shapeshifter.
338 your fastest?
Yep. And then fifth.
That's kind of sad in and of itself.
Yeah. Fifth brother is 337. I just gave him that the other day.
Where does your 3 stop? Let's start with that.
This is gonna be the roast. Keep tapping down your top speeds, and I want to see where you go below 300. I agree with Mags here.
All right, so hold on. You guys are delayed, so I clicked on R2. That's not good enough.
288. No. It's going to be upwards. I'm guessing your Darth Revan is close.
There. After we do Bob real quick, I just put in my numbers. So while I'm sitting in the captain's chair of my yacht, you can look at my speed mod.
All right. I swear my boss is 300.
Just a suggestion.
Is your boss 300?
He has to be.
Maybe next week we'll do a mod score comparison and a mod compare amongst the Cantina bros.
Oh, your boss isn't even 300.
It's starting to look really bad.
I'm gonna guess. I keep scrolling up. I guess you're.
And Logan, this is where I'm gonna puff my chest out a little bit. Your GP may be higher, but I think my mods are better than yours.
I think they
probably.
are too.
I'm gonna guess Shock T is probably sitting pretty.
I have increased my plus 20s considerably though the past 7 months.
Oh, there you go. There's 302. So you go down a little bit.
I think Hoth Rebel Scout is probably my last one. Let's see.
Ooh, that's a good one to have fast though. I like that as a fast team.
So 50 RT is right at 300. So from Shorty all the way up.
Okay.
So all these characters
So
are.
how much?
How many plus 300 speed characters do you have that are not GLs?
15,
16,
16, 17.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17.
All right.
And then these guys are right underneath it. And like I've been taken away from Rex. Like I don't use Rex much anymore, so I've been taken away from him and some of the clones and stuff. So
Yeah, I'll admit that. Sometimes you take some, like, to be honest, my Bosk isn't above 300 in speed, but I don't, like, when I do use Bosk and GAC, it's for very certain circumstances, and he does what I want him to do. I just need him to taunt.
Right.
yeah.
Taunt. Just growl and
Taunt and do not die.
Yeah, just taunt and don't die. That's all I need you to do.
Yeah.
I don't need you to be fucking lightning. I just need you to taunt and just stand there and take shit. Take hits.
So do you guys see any that you can't believe are either too fast or too slow? Like
Go back all the way to the top. Your Zam is outrageous.
So she doesn't need to be that much?
No.
Okay, how fast do I need her?
I mean, I think anything about, because you think about it,
Right
there's a threshold. Part of her kit that's why people are like, my Zam's at 330. Well, that's not really helping you.
The difference between 330 and 300 is 20% of 30 speed, which is
Like
1.5 speed.
Yeah.
That's it?
Like, it's
That's
not
it.
that big.
No,
Yeah.
that's why people that put these crazy mods on her, I'm like, why? You don't.
Like, you don't want shit mods on your Zam,
No.
but you don't need your fastest speed set on her because she's only going to give 20% of what her speed is.
That's good to know, though, so I can take that off and put it on another character somewhere.
So, in my opinion, there are a few characters that speed is king.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
Han Solo, Raid Han.
God, I don't even know what his is. I think I have him modded for offense, though. Yeah.
You want Raid Han, and I'm still searching for the perfect mod, but you really want Raid Han above 300. It's hard. You got to put some serious shit on him, but.
So do you use speed mods on him?
I do not,
No.
but you can.
You can, but ideally, what you want is offense and crit damage.
Crit damage, because his crit chance is super, super high.
Okay.
So this has been a discussion in the Three Scoundrels Discord server. I always forget who it is. I think it's Crafting Way. I always have a discussion about who has the fastest Han, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my Han is pretty fast. He's at 313.
That's Fuck, that's dirty. That's nasty. I think mine's at 299.
But the reason you want Han fast is because if you're gonna do a mirror match, if
He goes
Han
first.
shoots first, it
It's your Han.
changes everything, right?
Right.
So if he goes first, then you can change the tide of the battle. So my Han has a crit damage and health set, and he's at 313. But he has some of my fastest crit damage mods. But some of the tunes you want to be the fastest: Han, Moff Gideon. It depends on what different squads you run. But if you're gonna run Rebel fighters under Mon Mothma, Hoth Rebel Scout fast can be a problem because he's gonna start a turn meter train.
Yep.
So also Kyle Katarn. Another one with Jabba is Bausch Leia. If she's fast, it just creates all kinds of problems.
Mara Jade.
Mara Jade is another one.
So my boost is
To
318.
be honest, I feel like a really, really fast Darth Revan, but that's just.
I also made my Darth Revan really, really fast. And it used to be really good for Darth Revan mirror matches until Malgus came out. And then it changed a little bit. But it's still important to have a fast Darth Revan.
Here's a
Mine's sitting up at like 340. 318 is a little too slow.
I have a really good speed set on my Darth Revan. He's at 354.
Jesus Christ. I think mine's 318. God.
Darth
dang.
Revan. My Darth Revan,
Yeah.
I think, is 350 something. That's about where I like to keep him. All right. If you look on the Discord, I just did the same thing with my speed. I just shaved off the top GLs.
Well, hold on. I'll just do it. What's your? I can't change the Discord or it'll mess our stream up. What's your?
746.
All right. Hold on. Allies. 746.
975.
Okay.
Okay, so while you guys are doing this, I'm gonna just spit off some characters.
Well, hold on.
Fastest.
Hold on. I need the last numbers. What's the last one?
472.
Okay, you're good to go.
My fastest characters outside of GLs: Darth Revan, Bad Batch Echo, Commander Ahsoka Tano, Bausch Leia, Admiral Raddus, Mara Jade, Moff Gideon, Hoth Rebel Scout, Jedi Knight Revan, Seventh Sister, Resistance Hero Finn, Maul, Fifth Brother, Grand Inquisitor, Tusken Chieftain.
Yeah.
And then the last two I'll say are Shak Ti and Dr. Aphra.
All right, now I'm up on the screen. The Twitch screen.
Okay. So this is Old Man Logan's. He's got it all. 11.2. So here's your speed. Like he said, Echo, Mara Jade, Boushh Leia, Darth Revan, Tusken Chieftain, Captain Rex, Dash Rendar, Fifth Brother, Commander Ahsoka, Third Sister, hey, Moff Gideon, Admiral Piet, Kuil, Grand Inquisitor, General Hux, Admiral Raddus, Seventh Sister. So do you know where it ends? Do you know what character?
Queel's a good one.
Quill's a very good one.
Fast Queel is a versatile tool. I like that.
Do I know where what ends? The 300 speeds?
Yeah. Do you know
I have
what
no
character?
I have no.
Click BB-8, see what happens.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go Sith Assassin. That's my guess.
I'm gonna.
No, scroll back.
Bastil's at 292. Like I said, you guys are a little behind me. Sorry. Let's see.
All right, what were the guesses? So the guess you said.
I'm gonna guess Bosk actually.
294. I'm gonna say it's probably.
Nope, not Bosk.
I'd scroll up. I think it might be BB-8. I think BB-8's the last one on
Sith
the list.
Assassin was my guess.
You said assassin, so just scroll up a little bit. Don't click yet.
Not what? The
I'm
anticipation.
guessing. But
Okay, who do you want me to click on? Who'd you say?
hold on, I
got stuff in the way.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Yeah, so your thought is Sith Assassin. I'm gonna guess it's probably BB-8.
Where's Sith? Okay, let's try Assassin first. It is 305. I think you're too far.
Okay.
Yeah, I might
So
be
we're
too
back
far.
a couple.
I had to put 6 mods on her for the ship.
That's true.
Yeah, but what's Trey at then?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try Scion. Scion's at 303.
I have a fast tank.
Yeah, you do.
I
That's
like
good because you get it off. You get his taunt off.
Well, we know that Han's over 300, right?
I think Hanzo.
But do we?
Shock
I
is.
don't know. I thought we do.
No, he's not.
Oh no.
Shock's
299.
299. Yep. So trench, right in the trenches. 300 exactly. So
I'm gonna put out a challenge to the community. Show me your Han speeds. Put screenshots in the Discord and let's see how fast your Hans are. Show me your Hans.
Oh, mine's probably slow as snot.
I think you have 30 characters over 300. I quickly counted that, so. But yeah, where do we go? Let's see what you don't have. That's what we gotta roast. Dude,
Ooh,
Jedi
I
Knight
love-
Guardian? What the fuck, dude?
Really?
You're slacking. I am sad about your bays. Come on, man. He's a good tank. Put him up and put him on your Akbar team.
I don't have any use for him. I don't have a
You
team
do.
to put him in.
Admiral Akbar.
I mean, with the GL, your low grade's not even gear 12. Come on, man.
Okay, well, I told him this before the show. He like every week he has an entire team he does. What's the next one, man? All you have left is Ewoks.
For crying out loud, I've got an R7 low grade. No, I've got an R9 low grade.
And we didn't announce earlier, Logan, that you've done Phoenix. You did all the Phoenix. I have it up on the screen now. So what? Ewoks next? Dude, they're gonna be needed for something very soon. I promise you.
It could be. I don't know. They're. Really, for me, the only two factions, the major factions that I haven't done anything with, would be Ewoks and Geos.
I don't think Geonosians are going to be anything anytime soon. You're going to have to do it, man.
Where my Ewoks are now, if they were requirements, it wouldn't take long.
No. I'm just saying, you'll be ahead of the game. If you have nothing to do, you might as well do it. And then get that fucking Baze Malbus up. Oh, you don't even have Marin. Oh.
Baze is a guardian of the wills. Treat
Yeah.
the man with respect.
Yeah, dude. I better see a relic next time.
He was one with the Force, and the Force is with him.
No Marin.
But dude, you
I
damn
can't
near have everything.
I truly can't comment though, because I think mine is like gear 9. So.
I mean, he's fun with Admiratus. I mean, I don't know if anyone cares about him at your level, but where I'm at, he gets me a lot of holds.
Look at that Bodhi Rook. Come on,
I
man.
know that's
Yeah.
a pathetic boat.
I mean, seriously,
He
man.
was the hero of the resistance.
Bodhi Rook.
I mean, Bodhi was the key to the whole Rebel alliance on Seraph.
He's a pilot.
Bodhi-
He's a local boy.
So where you're lacking is Ewoks,
Bodhi Rook, apparently.
and Rogue One. So yeah, you got to choose one and go with it, man. I mean, there's a point where you're 11 million, there's nothing else to do. So you got to do it.
Probably
From the top floor of your yacht.
Zalbar is a good possibility. I'd like to put Zalbar in relics. I'd actually like to put my Maul to relic 9.
What the
Nice.
fuck? What the fuck is Lobot even considered? I need to look at this. Do we even know what his
he's
tags
Rebel.
are?
He's
He's
the
Rebel
assistant,
droid.
Side droid rebel.
He's the assistant to the Baron Administrator.
That's the tag. What the fuck is he?
Well,
Where's your Lobot?
Lando Calrissian is the Baron Administrator of this facility, so Lobot is his assistant. So Lobot is the assistant to the Baron Administrator.
Logan, where the hell is your Lobot? Is he relicked?
No. God.
And he's a rebel.
He's a rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need you to have him done. I'm
I have
tired
him
of
at R5, so he could be a GLA requirement. I'm cool with that.
What kind of whale are you when your Saul Guerrero isn't even?
Yeah, I don't care if he's good or not. He's cool.
Lobot.
There he is. Oh, he's gear 12. Fuck, that's better. That's why I couldn't find him. All right, I'll give you that one. That's pretty good. But I think we're all we all agree. Bodhi Rook better be R5 next stream, because now we're gonna check your. I'm gonna be checking daily your progress.
Bodhi Rook, you're out of your minds.
But real talk, man, I think you should think about Ewoks, because I think if Leia is a GL, I most definitely think Ewoks. Maybe not all of them, but the main ones, right?
I'll definitely put the other two Ewoks to gear 12, and then I'll be on a hold.
At least
Because
Wicket.
even relics, they suck. They're terrible. They don't.
No, we're helping you. This is a roster review. We're trying to get you ahead of the game. So
It's
Wicket.
not a review. It's a roast. It's a roast.
Logray is for road, so you should do that for the guild at least.
But Wicket, Wicket will be required for somebody, i.e. Leia. And then I'm guessing Tebow. Everyone hates Tebow in the game. He's trash. Yeah, and they might come out with a marquee, and it might be Teak. And
It might be GLT. It might be.
Do you guys
the only guy that remembers Teak?
because me and the guild that me and Yvonne are part of, we used to just watch Star Wars movies on my Twitch, even though it was very illegal. Don't tell anybody.
It never happened.
No,
Never happened.
don't tell anybody online, please.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nope.
But we watched the first ones was the Ewok movies, and we just fucking roasted it the whole time. It was always a good time. We need to bring that back, actually.
I actually had never seen it until we quote unquote did not watch it that night.
You never saw the Ewok Adventures, huh?
And GLT is coming. Here's your spoiler alert.
Yeah,
GLT.
We are getting big enough.
Only if the robot dog comes along.
He's so fast. He's gonna just flash across the screen.
Logan hasn't said a word in 20 minutes.
I'm trying to figure out how it's a supposed roster roast, and you guys are giving me shit for a bunch of tunes that nobody else fucking has. I'm trying to figure that out.
How the fuck do you roast a guy on a yacht? You've done it all. You've lived your life. Now you're just. One day is what I'm achieving for in a lifetime. Where you're at?
I don't have Cal. Not until the second go around. Again, I had to make a choice: Leviathan or Cal.
We're gonna roast Logan the same way that the Ewoks roast on that stick, almost there, getting ready to be burned on the fire, and then Luke comes over and is like, "Let me handle this."
But it's gonna be Avant. It'll be Avant instead.
Have a relic Fisto, man. What's your problem? He's
Yeah.
one of the strongest Jedi.
Here's the most glaring.
You're sleeping on Kit.
I'm not gonna lie. I have thought about relicking Jedi Knight Guardian just because of the tank status.
Yeah, R9 Guardian, man, don't sleep on him either.
Well, my thing is the glaring hole in your roster is the Luminar Omicron.
I think it's Kit Fisto.
God,
That's Kit
that is
Fisto.
such a
Kit Fisto's
shit
a
Omicron. That is such a shit Omicron. Oh my god. Somebody a TP Omicron.
Well, there's so many holes. I think I've covered them all, though. I don't know.
Yeah, go look at my shiny new Rex while you're talking about all the holes I need to fill.
Nobody cares about Rex.
Yeah, that's old news. And that's how quickly it is.
Rex was so last week.
That was very last week.
It's not a roast if we're giving you any praise, sir.
Yeah, there's no praise involved tonight.
Oh, my ships. I like ship.
Yeah, I know that this is going to be a boring review. Everything's
Actually, no,
7-star. Everything's relict. Oh, Raven's Claw. So, yeah, what's your guys' status with Raven's Claw? Don't you feel like that's going to be required for something eventually?
No.
No, that's why I
No.
never started. I don't see any utility in that. There's nothing.
It's going to be. It's trash. No one wants it. Even you haven't farmed it. Neither have I.
Nope.
That's going to be required for something soon. Because don't they always need ships required for actual GLs?
They'll have one, but it has reference to do with the GL, and I
It
don't
may
see
be a
anything.
requirement for the Rebel Legend if that happens.
I think it's new enough that people don't want to forget that.
Very possible they
Geo
could
Leia with
require-
Raven's Claw, 7-star. I could see
Yeah,
that.
they'll probably require Kyle too.
I mean, Kyle
If
was
they do
deep
the
in
Raven's
the
Claw, they'll probably do Kyle.
lore-wise. Kyle had to do with all the rebels all the time, so you could just stick that in there anywhere if it had to do with rebels.
I think the only 3 ships I don't have 7-starred is Special Forces, TIE Pilot, the Raven's Claw, and fucking Rex's ship.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Why? You have something against it?
Rex's ship?
Yeah.
It doesn't really add anything to the Kenobi fleet.
I just thought it was something that everybody had. Has a 3-star or 4-star, but an R7 Rex.
Okay. Next week, I want you guys to roast my roster at the end of this show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down. And Mags, next time you're on, I'll roast you. On your last.
I haven't played. I'll drop my roster in there. See
That'll
where
be the
it's at.
first thing I'll roast you about.
You would have logged in more than Big Country has.
Yeah, and we could, like, after we've roasted all of ours, we could do, like, if the guest is down, we could roast theirs. That'd be kind of fun. Something to think about.
But yes, I will have all that bank account nonsense done. That way somebody puts it in, they want us to look at your shit and goof on you mercilessly, then yes, we will do that. We'll definitely do that.
Well, boys, you got anything more to talk about tonight?
We're not saying we're going to be like cruel, but we will definitely give you some advice and look at some things. And like, you know, if you're like Bob who has a 400 speed Zam, we're just going to be like, dude, what do you?
Let her go.
We'll give you. We're going to give you a good ribbing.
Just let her go.
So we'll help you
Constructive
out.
feedback.
I might call you a dumbass. Yeah.
You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass.
What do you think, boys? Time to call it a night?
That's about all I got. We've been running almost 2.5 hours, so yeah, I think I'm good to go. Closing thoughts for me. Another great show. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Big Country, for coming on. Thank you,
Absolutely.
folks that are watching us, supporting us. You know, those that we entertain, outstanding. Once again, hit the fucking button. That will be available next week.
Hit the button,
So-
you fuckers.
Yeah. That's all I got. Around the room and say goodnight.
Skull, y'all. Catch y'all later.
All right, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming
See you
by.
guys later.
Yep. The Illuminati eye thing. Put it on your face. And yeah, love y'all. Mags, thank you as always. My fellow cohorts, love y'all. Great show as usual. And go farm Leviathan and Jabba.
And everybody, and happy 4th of July to everybody as well.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And come next week, give us some subs. Let's get some impressions going. Let's get some crystals in my Swugga account. We need you.
1-800-GOT-CRYSTALS for Bob.
Yep. Dial it in next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Dial it in.
All right, fellas.
folks.